Good morning, student. Today's social science class. Today I am going to revise chapter number 9, Earth's four surface, Earth's four spheres. So as you know, spheres, Earth has four spheres. So as you know, hydrosphere, that is completely the part of the Earth's sphere, and it is covered with water, and water in all its forms, like that water in oceans, seas, rivers, lakes and ponds, ice in glaciers, underground water, and water vapor means moisture in the air. Life exists on the earth because of the presence of water only. So about 71% of the earth's surface is covered with water. Out of the total volume of water, 97% is present in the oceans, while 2% exist in the form of ice. The remaining 1% is available as fresh water for direct consumption. So in this way you can see that water from water bodies, it is very essential for the life. So in the hydrosphere, we deals the presence of water on the earth. So it is very useful. We take baths and we clean our clothes, and factories are also running with the help of water. We can produce water vapor as to generate different types of the force, and this vapor force, or you can say force of the vapor, can be used in the factories as to run the engines. So there are many types of uses of the water. So only it comes from the hydrosphere. So if you see from the sky, so our earth can be seen as blue. So it is called blue planet only due to the much water on the earth. So on the earth, 71% it is found water bodies. So it is very large amount, and after that we can study, after hydrosphere we can study other sphere also, like that atmosphere. Atmosphere is a layer of gases which surrounds our planets from all sides. Air is a mixture of colorless and odorless gases. The earth carries its atmosphere with itself while rotating on the axis. In this way we can see the air is the mixture of different types of gases, and also this thin blanket of air, which is not thicker than the skin, makes life possible on earth. It also protects us from the harmful effects of the sun's rays. The atmosphere has some layers, one above the other. So you can see the atmosphere is composed mainly of two gases, nitrogen 78% and oxygen 21%. The remaining 1% is made up of the carbon dioxide and other gases such as hydrogen, helium, argon, ozone, etc. Water vapor is present in the lower layers of atmosphere. So in this way you can learn and revise the importance of oxygen, that oxygen is very essential gas, and we take breath only with the help of oxygen. And carbon dioxide is also very essential for the plants, and plants prepare the food only with the help of carbon dioxide. Nitrogen is also very beneficial gas. It contributes greatly in the production of food for plants, animals and man. So in this way you can see different types of gases works different type. So what we get benefit from the atmospheric gases, so we can learn from this chapter. And after that we can learn about lithosphere. So lithosphere means land. So lithosphere means land, means uppermost solid layer of the earth, it is called lithosphere, and remaining out of the total area of the lithosphere, about 71% consists of the ocean, as ocean floor you can see, which lies underwater. The remaining 29% consists of the land masses, which is above the earth's surface of water. The highest point on the lithosphere is Mount Everest, and it is 8,848 meters above the sea level. So in this way you can see, the other hand, the greatest depth portion on the earth, it is about 10,900 meters, is recorded in the Mariana Trench, as it is located in the Pacific Oceans. So in this way you can study the biosphere, about the biosphere, and biosphere as living things, non-living things. Also you can study in the biosphere. You can see that biosphere is consists of hydrosphere and lithosphere, and also atmosphere. So where atmosphere, hydrosphere and lithosphere meets together, it is called biosphere. Only we are living in the biosphere, so it is found the ecosystem also in biosphere. So as the earth atmosphere, hydrosphere and lithosphere makes the biosphere, and all types of the biotic and abiotic components are found. Biotic means all the living creatures, like that flora and fauna. Flora means all plants, fauna means different types of the animals. In this way abiotic components are also found, that is non-living, like that soil, air, rocks and different types of minerals. So they are abiotic components because of they are non-living. So with the help of water, with the help of air, only we can survive on the earth, only we can alive. So it is very essential. So all the biotic components depends on the abiotic components. So both are essential, means abiotic components are essential for life as with the biotic components. So dear student, today you revise this chapter, and also you see the worksheet number, worksheet also you can do the worksheet number 9. You can see the worksheet number 9, and you can prepare today. Fill in the blanks. Fill in the blanks is there. After the fill in the blanks, you can prepare. Take the correct options, answer and true and false, and you can also prepare answer the following questions. So in this way you prepare this chapter, and next chapter also you prepare. What you can learn? You can learn advance, and exam is coming. So you prepare nicely and try to write the answer in your rough copy. If you feel any problem, you can contact me. For today's class, thank you.